Hello everybody! I know it's not quite Christmas yet, but I like to show you some ideas for your sewing now, so you can prepare material and you can sort out what you like to do and which ideas you really like to take over for yourself. This is something for yourself or for presents, and it's really very easy. Even if you have not done any sewing or you maybe just bought your very first sewing machine. Try to do this because this will get you into it, into the sewing, because it's only straight lines you're going to be doing. It's so easy. So I like to explain to you right now what I'm going to do now, and in the next coming days there will be little videos following with similar jobs to continue on the Christmas decoration for your home. So I'm prepared to make these table mats. I bought red, white and as well some green felt. I might like to do something else with the green felt later as well. First of all, it is very good for your table. If you have a high quality expensive table, it really doesn't put any scratches on the table. I cut this just a square piece in red and I added the round bits. I put some satin tape on so it looks like the Santa Claus has got a belt on, and I didn't stitch this completely on, which I could have done, because here you have the possibility before your friends or yourself go to the buffet to pick up the food, you can have the napkin right there ready to be used. So this is what I'm going to show you today to do and to prepare, to buy the material and get ready for Christmas coming up. For my little table set that I'm going to do, I bought some filz material in red and white, and I cut first of all a huge square in 43 centimeter widths and in 28 centimeter or 29 centimeter height. My white stripe for the middle I cut in the same height and on 4 centimeters with my zigzag scissors. From little leftovers I cut some little buttons, and for all my edge around another very long stripe to go all the way around, also with my zigzag scissors, but only on 3 centimeter widths, otherwise this would be too bulky looking. As well, you will need a long black stripe of any leftover material you might have, and you need a little belt part, which I actually only had a white one, so I took a golden pen and I just painted it a little bit over. And also, if you put one on like that, you can make it out of material as well and stitch it on. But this one is a very flat one. You got to check this with your plates to make sure the plate can stand on this. Otherwise, this wouldn't be correct. So, and I got a very thick yarn here, a 30 yarn, because I want to put these little buttons on by hand first, and I just finished this one off, which I started already. And I not only doubled, I took this very thick thread 4 times, because I only want to stitch through once. You see, I got it 4 times here. And I put these in positions wherever I think they should be, where the buttons should be. And I stitch from the back just through once before I stitch this onto there, because I don't want, I better turn this the other way around, because I don't want these this thread to be shown on this side lying on the table then. So I just put this in there. And I will put all the buttons on this way. You can also stitch them on by acting as if it has 4 holes, the button. It's quite thick, that's why I really got to pull here. So You see, there goes your little button, and that's what I'm going to do with all the buttons now, and then I show you on the sewing machine how I continue with this. So in the moment I got my buttons stitched on, I measured to left and right that I got the same width, that is really right in the middle, and I stitch this part on the top on, just small, and on the bottom, so that's held so far. Now I just got to go all the way along my zigzag cutting that I have there. If you have the feeling it's pushing or pulling, then just take any kind of template that you got lying around. It also makes you do a nice straight line and go all the way down there. Then you do exactly the same on the other side. You could, if you don't want to have it in white stitched on, you could of course, if it's giving extra effect, maybe do it with a red thread. But I decided I wanted it with some white stitching going down. But as I said, this could also be in red if you would like it that way. So now we got to put the little belt in position where we want it. So I decided I would like to have this 8 centimeters from my bottom up that I have here at the moment. I just fasten it there with a couple of stitches, and I do the same on this side, measuring my 8, put it flat in position and fasten it. Now I take my long stripe that I cut for the edges, and I start on any corner, doesn't matter. You have to see which corner you like to start. And you can totally lie it on, but I decided I wanted just about 7-8 millimeters lying over each other. You could also stitch this on with your zigzag machine, with red as an example. That would bring out those zigzag cuttings even out nicer, or if you have a straight cut, in case if you don't have a scissors with a zigzag, you can then put it on with your zigzag machine. That will also be a nice effect. So I'm starting exactly by putting this on this edge like that. Fold it over approximately 7-8 millimeters, and I stitch it on. And also here, if you have the feeling your material is not really lying flat, it wants to pull or push, then take a template, do what I've just done when we stitched this part. And I go all the way to the end, take my time with it. Now in the end you would have two possibilities. You could cut it in here to get your widths coming over and cut this out, or even lie it like that, anything, or yeah, with a little extra corner. Or you go just to your 7-8 millimeters that you're lying over, stitch to there. Now fold this over that way, because this material, it's slightly different on that side. It's a bit more fluffy on this side, but it doesn't matter, it won't show when you're totally finished with it. And now I lift my foot, but I leave my needle in, and you can see there I lied it over exactly my 8 millimeters again. So I'm stitching on there, and first I go down here to fasten this, otherwise it will stick up in the air. And I go back up here now, and I continue doing exactly the same. Make sure your belt is lying flat there. And I go towards the next corner, and here again I stop about 8 millimeters before the end. Take this and just turn it over. Turn it over. Stitch one stitch on. Go to the end of my corner there. Turn around again and continue here. You can pin it first if you wish, or really do it with a template, because then you're really going to do it nice and straight and be very happy and satisfied with your job afterwards. Okay, here's the next corner. What do? We stop the sewing approximately 8 millimeters before. Turn this part over. Check. I just went a little bit back because I thought this is a bit small there. So I fold this over. Again, I stitch on top of there, and I fasten this corner down right away. And continue. And if you have any green material as an example, you could make a little Christmas tree and add it onto there as well. Okay, my last side here. Stitching down. That was the complete length of my material. I'm very tight. Almost a little bit too short. That's why I got to be careful, but I cut this a little bit off here because that's the material edge. Because now I put this over like that, and I have the same corner. But on this one now, as it's the end, I gotta stitch it down that way, and I gotta stitch it down that way. So now I'm just going to put some black threading on, and I'm going to stitch this on a little bit, not all the way, because this is also my tip to you. Depending on what kind of belt part you got here, you got to check it with your plates, if the plate will go over it. My plate does go over. So if you think this is going to be too thick, then leave it open quite far, so you at any time before you put the plates on, you can push it over to one side. But I've checked it with my plates, and my plate has enough on the bottom room. That's why it just goes over like that without any problems. So I just put my black thread on, and I tell you two possibilities of holding this down. As long as you check that your plate will go over this, and you say, oh, I don't want it so loopy hanging around here, you can either stitch both sides on, or you just take it, put it nice, flat and straight, and put in any position a little bit close towards the middle, some stitching down on either side, or on both sides, sorry. Because now if you do it that way, first of all it stays in position, and you have the possibility of saying, hey, on one side I put my napkin in for the guests, and on the other side maybe I have a little present in before they go to the buffet to get the meal and get the food. And here we are. My two little table set pieces are totally finished. I'm quite satisfied how they turned out, and I wish you like them as well, and consider maybe making some for you for presents. Oh, think of something better than me. You can do that. I wish you much fun and hope to see you again soon. Bye.